Hey everyone, it's Ethan or Miist back again for another video today, and welcome back to our Moncton Miist franchise mode. Obviously, just coming off a incredible season. Um, if you didn't check out the last video, please go and check it out because obviously, as you see here, your Moncton Miist are the most reigning Stanley Cup champions. Pretty crazy, guys. So, um, please go check out the last two videos. It was a crazy playoff run, and I checked in the last episode as well. We have like 22 trophy wins, like 20 some trophy wins over the past three seasons with our NHL and AHL teams. Our AHL team obviously just came off of a back-to-back Calder championship. So it's a pretty crazy time to be a Moncton fan. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to reiterate that. Please go watch the last two videos if you guys haven't already because it was just so crazy. So let's go check out our record book currently. Rupe Hintz with 318 points, and will he be coming back this season? Who knows? He has the most assists as well with 212, and he is tied with a few players for the most amount of games played. Anthony Cirelli currently with the most penalty minutes in franchise history. DiPietro with the most shutouts and with the most wins, although DiPietro is starting to get closer to that, and Rupe Hintz also has the most goals, so pretty interesting there. But let's get into this draft. This is going to be just as exciting as a video as the last two, because obviously we have this draft, but we don't have very many picks in this draft. I'm not too worried about the draft, but it's the re-sign phase that'll be very interesting for us. Guillermo Gove, I'm not sure. Wes Cook, Terrell Powell, Edgar Goligoski. I like Terrell Powell. That's a sick name. Let's go for the right wing. We'll have to go back to the first round and see if he's any good. He is a medium top 6 at 70 overall. It's actually a pretty good pick. Heading back to the top of the draft, Pittsburgh gets another medium elite player, while Anaheim gets a franchise center. That's pretty crazy. The top three was definitely really good. Although this Romano guy, Barker, they were both pretty good as well. Looks like we actually have one of the higher tiers, and obviously, if you guys didn't know, they finally updated the Ottawa Senators logo, thankfully. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, that was new. There was a patch, which I believe at the time of when this video will be going up, that was like 2 or 3 days ago now. So, but yeah, this first round was actually pretty good, but also pretty poor at the same time. And we definitely got a good pick there with Terrell Powell. So now we sim all the way to the fourth round, which is pretty crazy. We don't have a pick in the second, third. So now we're here in the fourth round, which we do have quite a few picks now. I think we have like 5 or 6 picks after this. We're gonna have to go back and check out our prospects every time we draft one, just since we were the final team. Obviously winning the Stanley Cup. We're obviously going for Leo Lautner, the German. Let's see if he was any good. Our medium 7th defenseman wasn't any good. A low top 9, I mean, that's not too bad, I guess. And there we go. I think we have 2 second rounds, maybe. Let's go for the goalie and Joel Hierema. I'm not too sure how you pronounce that, actually. And then we will sim just a little bit further. Do we have 3 7ths? I think we might. Matthias Eriksson. Let's go for another winger. Why not? Medium bottom 6. And yeah, and then we have the last pick in the draft, of course, as well. Let's see. Is there anyone that doesn't look too awful? 17-year-old Colin Gustode. Sure. Why not? He's a medium 6, which, to be fair, isn't that bad. So we ended up still drafting 6 players here in the draft, which, again, really isn't too bad. But like I had previously mentioned, now is when things will get interesting. We have we have very interesting decisions to make here in the re-sign phase. And obviously, you guys know the 2 to 3 year plan that we had of most of the team expiring next year. We have a lot of players that are expiring next year. We have a lot expiring this year as well. I didn't know how many we had, but like we have a lot of NHLers expiring next season. Obviously, Isaac Ratcliffe, Lucas Johansson, Brady Shea, Anthony Mantha, Ryan Strome, Nathan McKinnon, and then scrolling down just a little bit further, Terrence Cross, Liam Foodie, Patrick Pillman. Next year is going to be very, very interesting and tough, and that's going to really affect this year. Because looking at our expiring players, we've got quite a lot as well this season. We've got Rupe Hintz, Anthony Cirelli, Brennan Gooley, Morgan Frost, Jordan Kyrou, all players that have been here for quite some time now. Obviously, we drafted Brennan Gooley, Anthony Cirelli, and Rupe Hintz in the expansion draft. And absolutely one of them is going to be coming back, and Rupe Hintz is going to be that player. Maybe not. When I had checked what he wanted, I checked off screen right after winning the Stanley Cup. He only wanted like 7.5 million, which I was totally okay with. But now he wants over 8, which is a lot of money. And I don't know if we have that money for next season. So, obviously, taking a look at our players. Sorry, let's just go back to the main roster. So, obviously, this year you can see we have 27 million in cap space. Next year, we have 27 million as well. Wait, that... is that right? I feel like we have a little bit more than that. That doesn't seem right to me, but apparently that is correct. Which still is not a lot of cap space, obviously. Which, man, Rupe Hintz might not be coming back here then. Yeah, this could be bad. I really wanted to bring back Rupe Hintz. That was the plan, and to maybe look at other options other than Cirelli and whoever else is here, I guess. So let's just sort of buy forwards for now. Again, like Rupe Hintz was the one that I really wanted to re-sign, but let's think about this. $8 million is the minimum that he will be signing for, even if I do a 1-year deal at $8 million. Like, I mean, I wouldn't mind that, but I don't want to just cheese the game that much. Because obviously he wants a 4-year deal. I would like to give that to him, but then I'm giving him like 8.4 million probably, and that could really, really restrain us for next season, where next season our big players, our big boys are coming off a contract. We are going to need to sign our 2 great prospects and Nathan McKinnon next year, and I'd be shocked if those 3 combined aren't 30 million at least. So, here is where we may have to look at releasing some players. Cirelli actually doesn't want that much money, which is very interesting. Like, he doesn't want a lot of money. A 6-year term is a lot, but at $4 million, I really feel like I can't complain about that. And obviously, Cirelli is still a great player for us. This past season, he had a great season at 56. It looks like anytime he's played with us, he's pretty much a 45 to 65 point player. So if he can hit it right around that 50 to 55, 60 mark, I'm definitely okay with that. But Rupe Hintz is our franchise leader in like every point stat, and it really sucks. But I don't think Rupe Hintz will be able to come back just because of how much money he wants. Like, I don't know if he'll be able to come back, because if you guys are looking at this team right now and you're looking just that everyone. Let's just sort it by overall. Who would you rather re-sign, Nathan MacKinnon or Rupe Hintz, or Terrence Cross or Rupe Hintz, or Petri Pillman or Rupe Hintz? Like, I mean, Petri Pillman, I'm really hoping can be like a fantastic goal scorer for us. Terrence Cross is kind of a do it all, like he can do anything. And then obviously, if there's a chance of us bringing Nathan MacKinnon back, that is 100% the plan. Obviously, the past 2 seasons with us, he already has, what is that, 193 points. So, 2 seasons, 193 points, pretty damn good. He's almost at 1,000 career points as well. I think obviously MacKinnon, Cross, and Pillman are all probably more the priority than Rupe Hintz, which really sucks. Because I would obviously like to bring Rupe Hintz back, and you know what? I think this is the shout. Rupe Hintz for 1 season. We just won a Stanley Cup. He's gonna want to try and come back and win another one for this 1 year. And if we fail, then he'll move on. Even if we win, he'll probably move on to another team. I'm going to see if I can lower it a little bit. I'm going to see 1/8. Obviously, that's not what he wants at all, but I'm going to hope he'll accept that. We'll do 8.1 for 1 season for Rupe Hintz. And Anthony Cirelli, like I said, I really like this contract of 6 years by $4 million. Obviously, like I said, 6 years is a very long term, but $4 million I feel like really isn't too bad, especially at an 85 that can put up 50 points a season. Now, Brendan Gooley does not want an extension, which kind of sucks. Obviously, again, he's been here essentially his entire career. Good 25-point defenseman, which you can't really complain about for a second pair defenseman. But wow, he wants way too much money. I'll have to overpay through the roof for Brendan Gooley there. Brendan Gooley, thank you for your services, but you will no longer be a part of the Moncton Miist franchise. As for Morgan Frost, Morgan Frost has been pretty friggin' disappointing for us. Last season was the first season he really had a good year for us, and then this year a big fall off from that. And like I said, he's been very disappointing, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to qualify him. Jordan Kyrou, arguably already better than Morgan Frost here for us, so I'll sign him as long as it's a pretty cheap deal. Yeah, I'll do $1 million for the next 2 seasons. I'm okay with that. So yeah, I'm not too worried about signing players for the next couple seasons. It's just I'm worried that next year we're obviously not going to have the money. Nikita Denisov doesn't want an extension, and he wants money too. Like, fuck off. I'll give him the 1-year deal. I'll just give him a little bit more than what he wants. He's obviously coming back. Jeremy Waugh is going to be coming back as well. I'm just going to sign him to a 3-year deal. He'll be our AHL star defenseman, essentially. Hervinen, who's actually progressing pretty well, I'll sign him to an extension as well. Michael Spacek, he doesn't want an extension, so we'll release him. I'm okay with that. I'm sure we have other players coming up, such as Rod Ladd, who didn't have too bad of a year with FBK. I'm actually not sure what that team name is. But obviously, he's going to be getting his ELC, so we'll offer him that. Salmonen, he doesn't want an extension, so I guess we'll release. Stevenson was one of the first players we drafted. We'll release him as well, though, because he doesn't want an extension. Like, if these players don't want an extension, it's not worth it. I'm just not fighting with them. Ludwig Olofsson, will offer him an ELC. Quirk will also offer him an ELC. Cole Stewart, up to a 68, but is he really worth the signing? Probably not, so I'm going to release him as well. Ulanov, another good defenseman that we can sign. We have a lot of defensive prospects, actually. Hanula as well, we will sign. And then Lockhart, again, one of the first players we drafted. We'll release him, though, as well. We have a lot of friggin' defensemen, Jesus Christ. Uh, I guess we have a few forwards as well, though. Because obviously I'm going to need some forwards down in the AHL. I'm just offering all these players whatever they want. I forgot that I wasn't sorting by a certain position. Now, as for these goalies, I'm probably going to let them all go, to be honest. I mean, I'll keep Neil, I think. He's got the best potential out of the three. Troy Neal. I mean, they're all 20. They're all pretty much 67 overall. We'll go with Neil just because he's got the best potential, but none of them really are too great. But one thing I do want to take a look at, I just want to see if we have any players that are currently looking for a contract that we have recently drafted that are good. Obviously, Powell, but we'll wait on him. Same thing for Ferraro. We'll wait for him for next season. And that's it for forward. I did not mean to do that. Let's go back to our team. Sorry. Defensively, though, is there any unsigned players that I should be signing? No. Again, didn't mean to do that. And goalies, again, no. But we have a very good pool of goalies right now. We obviously have 2 medium elite goaltenders and a medium starter goaltender. Plus, we have 2 goalies that led us to a Stanley Cup this season. I really like the way this team is heading. Rupa Hintz decides to come back for the 1 year. He wants to go for another Stanley Cup, which I am totally okay with. See if we can get a back-to-back. Let's go back to our expiring, because I think, Cirelli and maybe some other players declined. No, just Cirelli, actually, which I'm surprised he declined that. But still, I mean, I'm okay with giving him, like, still a decent amount of money. 4.15 over the next 6. Again, I'm okay with that. I'm really hoping Morgan Frost will... I'm not content with the amount of minutes you played this season. Shut up. Alright, what should I do here then for Cirelli? Because, I mean, I could give him a 7-year deal, and he'd be 34. I'm just scared that he'd really drop off, because some players just really drop off. You know what, let's try it. 7 years, it'll lower it a little bit to 4 mil. Maybe he'll accept that. Oh, okay. Buddy, you probably will be getting more ice time this season. I don't want to give him an 8-year deal, because that's very scary. 4.1 for 7. Is that any better? No. Okay, I'm gonna actually have to overpay him by the looks of it, which isn't ideal. But 4.2 for the next for the next 7 seasons. Will that work? I didn't sign Morgan Frost, but okay, game. And Cirelli declined that again. Yeesh. What do I do here then? What did I just offer him? Was it 4.2? 4.3 for the next 7, I guess, then? Again, I mean, that's still obviously not a bad contract. Yeah, but I mean, you're the only player. I don't know what. Anthony Cirelli rejected. Jesus. Okay. Well, that hurts my feelings. Morgan Frost, I didn't want to re-sign. Actually, I need to go back to contracts. I didn't want him to re-sign. What did he sign for? Please don't be anything stupid. Terrence Cross doesn't want an extension this coming season. Fuck you. Okay, where is Morgan Frost? Okay, it was a 1-year deal at least, which is fine. That's fine, whatever. But I was hoping for him to go to free agency and maybe get a pick for him, but I guess not. Anthony Cirelli, my guy. I don't like that you're doing me dirty like this. I definitely would like for you to come back, please. So let's just see. Forward-wise, we'll have McKinnon, Strome, Donato, Hintz, Cross, Foodie, Mantha, okay. we actually have way too many forwards. Maybe Anthony Cirelli leaving is probably not a bad idea. Like we have so many second liners. We have McKinnon, who's obviously a first liner, and I'm assuming Strome is listed as a first liner as well. But we have second liner Donato, Hintz, Cross, Foodie, Mantha, Pillman. We have 6 second liners, and we have 2 first liners. So that's obviously too many players. Um, that's very, very scary. Isaac Ratcliffe. I mean, yeah, he'll be a depth player for us. What is this team gonna look like this year? So, McKinnon, Strome, Donato, Hintz, Cross, Foodie, Mantha, Pillman, Ratcliffe, Frost, Kyrou, and probably Nikita Denisov is what I'm hoping for. Hopefully, he'll grow enough to be an NHLer. Again, kind of depressed about Anthony Cirelli not wanting to come back at all, but you know what? I mean, someone really did need to be sacrificed this season, and I guess it was him. I'm sorry, Anthony Cirelli. You obviously lead the team in penalty minutes. Thank you, I guess. Defensively is going to be interesting. It's going to be a bit of a down year for our D-core. Really hoping that Broberg and Lindsay can grow, though. But obviously, if Lindsay doesn't grow, we obviously have Peckham as well, who could definitely grow. Even Ludwig, or I doubt Ludwig is going to grow that high just because he's obviously a seventh defenseman. But yeah, and then goalies. I mean, I'm almost tempted to release or to get rid of one of them in hopes that Ranger, because Ranger could most definitely be an NHLer for us this coming season. Like, he probably will be. He'll probably be up to an 80, 81 overall, and Sogard will probably be right around that same spot, which if that's the case, I'll probably release Sogard, and I'll keep DiPietro. He's obviously going to expire next year, so he'll leave next season. Now, yeah, I mean, I don't really plan on signing anyone. I could 100% sign another defenseman, but I have 3 defensive prospects fighting out for 2 spots right now. So I think I'm just going to hope that the 3 of them will grow a decent amount. Broberg's obviously a lefty, and Leonard's actually a righty. And then what about in the AHL for Peckham? Peckham's a righty as well. So realistically, it would be Peckham and that other defensive prospect fighting it out, but that's not the case, I guess, unfortunately. So again, wow, a lot of good players out there right now. Jesus Christ. Scheifele, Patrick, Theodore, Stamkos, this guy named Valeri Kennins, Reinhardt, this guy named Moises Heatley, I remember him actually, this guy named Aiden Wilford. A lot of good players out there right now, guys. A lot of good RFAs. I'm just going to sort it by UFAs, see if there's anyone. Nolan Patrick's a UFA, but there's a few low elites, actually. Ooh, this Kuleshov guy, though. 44 goals and 5 assists for Rockford, I think. What the hell? I'll sign him. He wants a lot of money, though. I'm not going to give him that. Give him like $900K for a year, but that's probably enough. That'll probably be the only forward I'll sign, unless I see someone that really grabs my attention. Really just looking for someone with a decent potential at a decent overall, at a decent age, like Kern here. He's a 69 at 20. Low top 6 isn't the greatest potential, obviously, but it's still pretty good. He's looking for his ELC. Might as well sign him to it. Oh, we actually have too many players. I think we have too many defensemen signed, which is kind of an issue, actually, but whatever, it's fine. Carter Hart in free agency. Alright, guys, well, I mean, I think that's really it. Again, let's go take a look at Cirelli. He's obviously in free agency this year. I'm sure he will get a decent contract. I mean, obviously we could target him here in free agency, but We just really don't have the room. So, and he's also looking for quite a bit more money. So, unfortunately, Anthony Cirelli and Moncton will be parting ways. Obviously, had some pretty decent seasons with us. So let's see, quick maths. He had, what is that? So 115, 160, 220, and 276 points with us, which isn't too bad. 276 points and, Jesus, like 460 games around that, I think. That was really just me guessing, but overall, Anthony Cirelli was a pretty awesome piece to this team, and I'm glad he got his second Stanley Cup with us. So, Anthony Cirelli, thank you for being on the team. You will probably lead the team in penalty minutes for pretty much ever. But yeah, I don't have any room to sign anyone. But we'll see if either of those elite prospects did. Kuleshov, actually, they both did. Cool. Somehow they ended up both re-signing. That's okay with me. Now, I'm just going to decline every trade we get offered. We're going to sim to next season, and we're going to take a quick look at what our team could look like. I am very, very excited for that because there's Jonas Brodin's in Ottawa, former Moncton Miist, of course, sorry. But yeah, I mean, obviously we're heading into the season that we can hopefully get a back-to-back, which obviously doesn't happen often. But, you know, you never know. Anything could happen, right, guys? Maybe we'll be the first Canadian team to back-to-back in, like, forever. I don't remember. I don't know when the last Canadian back-to-back cups were. I'm assuming it was the Canadians, though, probably, considering they just have so many. But, yeah, I'm very, very excited to see what this next season will hold. Obviously, we've got some interesting stuff to do this next season. We're obviously going to be aiming towards the back-to-back Stanley Cup. We're also going to have to sign a lot of big boys this coming season, and here we go, guys. So, I'm not going to name a captain yet, but we're going to keep Hintz as an assistant. We're going to keep McKinnon as an assistant. And Pareko, I'm sorry, but you are also going to be an assistant. Pillman and Cross will be future assistants for us, or captain, maybe. I'm not sure what route I'm going for yet, but they will have letters on their chest at some point. So let's see what this team is gonna look like, guys. Sorted by forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So obviously too many forwards up here right now. Denisov did not grow, which is a little upsetting. Kirill Leeson did, though. So I guess it's our choice then. Rudolph Balcers or Matej Pekar. What is the ideal shout here, though? Okay, I don't know why. It's just going all over the place. Pekar, and obviously Balcers was right there. I don't know why it's... Okay, whatever, game. Fuck you. So, Pekar, let's see. Great puck skills. Alright defense. Pretty poor senses. Obviously, he's never taken a penalty. Pretty slow. Weird physical category. Very good shot, though, to be fair. And as for Balcers, definitely the more well-rounded player. Still a good shot. Good offensively, obviously, and he's faster. I think we'll go Balcers. We'll send Pekar down to the A, which I'm okay with. And then let's go check our defensemen out. We've got Pareko with Shea, Pesci, and Johansson. Then we've got Peckham, who actually grew the most, which is kind of surprising. Obviously, he has 99 passing and 99 speed and 99 wrist shot power. He had 99 shot blocking, and obviously this past season, 69 points for us. Yeah, pretty damn good. So he will be playing in the NHL. Will it be with Philip Broberg or will it be with Leonard Lindsay? Lindsay is listed as a minor top 2, while Broberg is currently listed as a depth. So you know what? That's what we'll do. We'll send Lindsay down to be playing in his role, and we'll give Broberg the time in the NHL for now. And then this is something I'm very intrigued about, but let's check out the goalies. DiPietro's up to an 83, Sogard a 79, Vic Ranger up to an 80 as I expected, and Ken Albert's obviously right there at a 77. Who as well, Andrei Karpatsev up to a 73. We have so many good goalies right now, and I think that means Sogard is probably on the way out. So let's call Vic Ranger up. I mean, we could send Sogard down to be the AHL starter, but I'd rather Alberts and Karpatsev share the time in the A, while Ranger and DiPietro share the time in the NHL. So Sogard will likely be on his way out then. And I mean, I'm not gonna really do the lines right now, but let's just see what's the plan for this season. Definitely something like that, probably. Liam Foodie with Nathan McKinnon and Terrence Cross, or I think I actually like. Oh shit, Donato is way too far down the lineup though. Oh, see, this is what I mean. Like, we just have too many players. This is bad. Foodie and Mantha, both listed as second liners, obviously, which kind of sucks that they're going to be playing down on the third pair. We're just going to have to do the same thing and just play way too many forwards on our power play, and just no defensemen. But I think this is what the lines will look like this upcoming season. Now, let's just see all our players that are currently expiring this season. Donato is okay, but McKinnon expires, Cross expires, Hintz expires, Strome expires, Pillman expires, Mantha expires, Foodie expires, Ratcliffe expires, Frost, Balsers. So what was that, 10 of our 12 forwards? Nice defensively. Shea, Parayko's fine, Johansson, Pesci's fine, Broberg's fine, and Peckham. Oh, we have so many players. Jesus. So, I mean, yeah, this is probably what I'm thinking the team will look like this season. Probably like this. Yeah. So Peckham, who's obviously great offensively, will hopefully be able to play with a decent offensive option, Lucas Johansson. We'll see how that goes, though, and obviously Vic Ranger, Michael DiPietro, number 1 and number 64. So we'll just best lines the AHL. I will do all those lines off screen. I obviously already set the captains the way I wanted them to be, but before we end this episode, let's see if we can sign some players for this upcoming season. So the priority is Terrence Cross, Nathan McKinnon, and Petri Pillman. So obviously Cross doesn't want an extension. Oh no, oh my god, he wants so much money. Jesus. Okay, so 5 is the most friendly deal. 9.5 for 5 for Cross. I know he obviously is currently saying he doesn't want the extension, which means really I should be overshooting, but normally mid-season signings, players will take a pay cut. So we have $63 million in cap space. See, that's what I thought. That makes a lot more sense, but 63 now down to 52, so lots if he accepts at least. And then let's go check out Petri Pillman. He also doesn't want an extension. Jesus, man. Oh my god, he wants so much money. 4 years, this looks like will be the contract for Pillman. 5.5 at 4. Mantha, I don't plan on re-signing, but maybe. McKinnon, though. I mean, he wants an 8-year deal, which I really don't want to give. I'll give him a 6-year deal, though. I'll give him a 6-year deal at, like, 10.85. So, that's a lot of money I just sent out. Let's see where those three stand on those contract extensions. This should be interesting. Come on. Come on. Come on. McKinnon renews. So that's a pretty good contract for Nathan McKinnon. I can't really complain. Pillman also renews, and Cross also renews. So our three big boys all renew, which is fantastic. Obviously, we still have a lot of players to re-sign. We now, let's see, now we only have $40 million in cap. Ryan Strome wants a lot of money. Jesus, man. Oh my God. You know, I kind of like how EA made it a little more realistic that players obviously want a lot of money, but some of it is just too unrealistic. Like, is Ryan Strome gonna be worth the $9 million? Like, I don't know. Obviously, he's been a great player for us. Don't get me wrong. He had a 70-point season this past season, but I don't want to pay $9 million for 70 points. I want to pay $9 million for 80 points. Rupe Hintz, again, is an interesting player for us. He's obviously our franchise leader in points. What is he? No, apparently I can't offer him a extension right now. I don't want to trade Rupe Hintz, though. And obviously we just signed Cross. Oh, sorry. Let's go to expiring. Liam Foodie is someone I am intrigued on re-signing. Yeah, well, he actually doesn't want... Yeah, he isn't asking for too much. But we'll explore that more in the next episode. Mantha, like I had previously mentioned, I don't really plan on bringing back. But defensively, Peckham already doesn't want an extension. He wants a two-way deal, which I don't want to cheese the system and give him a two-way, but I feel like by the end of the season, he's probably going to want like $1 to $4 million, depending on if he grows at all. Lucas Johansson is someone I do want to bring back, but that's a lot of money for an 83 that only puts up like 20 points, I think it is. 24, that's a career high for him. Oh, and that's not. Oh, yeah, it is, sorry. But 24 points is not enough, I don't think. I mean, unless he's just tremendous defensively, but a +7, like, eh. I remember when Lucas Johansson used to be just such a beast. He would just grow to be so good. I mean, he gives away the puck a lot, and his takeaways aren't that high either. Lucas Johansson is asking for a lot of money. That's for Brady Shea, though. Also asking for a decent amount of money, but he's older. He's better. He's probably, arguably the best defenseman we've had on this team. He gets a lot more takeaways and gives about the same amount of giveaways. So, the past 2 seasons he's put up 68 points for us, which is pretty damn good. I mean, again, we'll explore that in the next episode. But yeah, very, very interesting. We've got a lot of stuff to do in the next couple episodes. So that will be it for this video, guys. Hopefully you did all enjoy. Let me know how you feel about the offseason. Let me know how you feel about those 3 big contract extensions. I think that'll really ease my conscience about this team, and will we be able to get the back-to-back Stanley Cup? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.